Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Eminence in Shadow season 2 episode number 4 reaction. Okay, the previous episode we had the battle between Sid and Elizabeth, and what happened, there's a few things that happened. First of all, we get to see the battle. Like, Sid doesn't come in the beginning, he comes in the end, but before that, like Mary and Claire, all of them were there. The Shadow Garden comes in trying to fight, but Elizabeth is too powerful. She triggers the possession in everyone, and we get to see that in Claire's mind space, Aurora is there. And while reacting to the anime, wasn't properly able to understand. I kind of understood what happened, but there's a few things that wasn't clear to me. But after reading the comments, I understood what was happening. So basically, as far as my understanding is going now, the reason why Claire was there within Aurora was there within Claire is because she has both the possession and the vampiric blood in her. And since she's Diablos, she can, she's suitable for being her vessel. Not only that, Aurora also explains to Claire that the reason why it affected her so much is because since both vampire and possession, both of them exist in her, you know, it didn't properly match, and it kind of made her situation even worse. And that is why, Aurora came there to help Claire out, something like that. So I kind of understood it by the end. Obviously, the whole thing about Diablos like being at the top, and then every other, like the possession and the vampires, them kind of being her, like descendants and everything, all that stuff, the bloodline, I kind of understood. So all that, like, after understanding, then makes a lot of more sense, because it's basically Diablos, then it branches into two: possession and the vampires. So stuff like that. So yeah, by the end of it, I was able to understand. And then Sid comes in and starts the battle, and there was a crazy battle that happens over there. And then Sid, in the end, uses recovery atomic, which cures everyone, and he's able to save everyone who is being affected by the possession, and all the ghouls and everyone comes back to normal. As he says in the end, that it's basically magic, like magic overdrive. So he just lowered it, so it worked out. But another thing happened in the end. Claire has like marks now. Like, I'm guessing that's indicating her to be like connected to Aurora or something. I'm not really sure. Something like that. And she looks at it and she was like saying like, "Oh, I have a power in my right hand and everything." And Sid thinks that she's gone full Junie. So Sid thinks that his sister is okay. That was kind of funny, in the end. But anyways, that's what happens. However, there was an after credit scene, or I think was it before credit, that we get to see that Yukime, I think that's her name, she comes and in contact with Sid. So I wonder what she has to say. Let's see what happens. This is episode number 4. Let's begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. What the? Mitsubishi, isn't that that organization? The company that boss. Oh my god, what the hell? Who? Oh, this guy. Divine teaching. Hey yo. Wait a minute. Is this? Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna comment on that. Yeah. Wow, he just literally. Well, oh god. Yep, Alpha's here. Yep, all are from the Shadow Garden. He's like, oh no, we screwed up. Damn! It's over. Okay. Hmm. Alright. Ooh. Hmm. Oh god, these two again. Great. Mask of falsehood. Yeah? What type of dress is that? Oh boy. Yeah, okay. Wait. Oh no. Oh wait, they Ah! So these are all fake ones. Oh, he has. Okay. He has. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, it's them. Like you told everyone the stories from the other world. Wow. Yeah. What? Why? Wait, what the? He has a. He's carrying a sword? Oh my god, what? Oh no. Hmm. There you go. There's. Yeah. Just. Yeah! Wow! He's like. Wait. Oh, Garter, that dude. Well, we'll see. Oh no. Wow, Sid is literally trying to. Okay. Oh wait, yeah, there was someone behind him. So devil. He's the one who cut her. Okay. End of the God damn, he just wanted to say that. Come on, Sid. He just wanted to say that. Autumn sale. Okay. Oh god. Oh, that's a battlefield. Damn. What about Mitsu Goshi? Yeah. E. Well. Oh my god. Yeah, I guess. Wow. Wow. Okay. I see. So that is his ultimate plan. I was wondering, like, I see. I was one. Wait, did he tell? He didn't tell them that that's his plan. Hey, yo, are they using? Oh wait, what? Oh, yeah. Like, oh my god. Oh, wow. You okay? What else did he tell? What? Yeah. Liquidity is not a constant. Oh no. Karaoke? There's karaoke here? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. But now he can. But now he can. Yes. He can. He can do it now. He took his money and ran. Oh my god. You know what's funny? Like he says like, okay, I'll talk about it later. Hmm. Okay. Wait. 10,000. Okay. Quantum capital. Yeah. Great creation. Oh boy. Yeah, about. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it can be baked. Wow. Oh my god. What are. Okay. That is true. So we can only use it. Oh no. Wait, did he already do it? He already did it. Wait, no, he didn't do it. What's happening? Yeah. Oh yeah. What? Oh no, he wasn't. I doubt that's okay. The hell? What? He's just crying. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, you think so? Okay. Oh my god. It's just gone. Whoa, what's. Whoa, what the? What? Wait, Delta? That's Delta. Yeah, what the? Okay. Yeah. Oh my god. Mm. Oh my god. Oh my. What? What is this? Okay. Oh my god. Bandits. Yeah. Yo. She's like, oh no, I screwed up later. Yeah. Clover. Okay, I wonder who these Clovers are. Alright. Oh my god, Delta's going crazy. Yep. Wow. Who? Sarah? Wait, do they know each other? What? Wait, does Delta not remember? I doubt she's going to do that. Yeah. Yeah, because they're like, whoa, whoa, okay. This is one of them brothers. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Yep, it's go over. Now what? I want to see this Get Done's face. Mm. Stepping back and damn. Uh, wait, is this also? Is he also? Is he? He's also from Delta's clan. Okay. Right. Okay, I feel like I need to go back and read that part, especially where Sid talks about credit creation. I need to read that part properly. Okay, so I feel like this arc will probably be related to Delta. Like we'll get to know more about her and her whole situation, maybe, because that's what it seems like. First, her brother, and then someone, like what's his name, Gettan or whatever. He also seems like someone who's related to Delta. So hmm. Okay, is that it? Yeah, that is it. Right. So that was this episode. Oh my god, this episode was something. First of all, I'm going to go back to that section and I'm going to read that part. Okay, before I go back to the section, let me talk about this episode overall in a nutshell. So, we are in a new arc. Obviously, this arc is like, we can see there's a few things going on here. First of all, Yukime is trying to, like kind of get involved in this because he wants to take care of, I think, Gettan, that's his name, isn't it? Because Gettan is probably like she saw like showed the scar. He was probably the one who attacked her or something. So she wants to deal with him personally or whatever. And yeah, also another thing we get to see in this episode where Mitsuyoshi is, since it's like like doing so many crazy stuff with the products and everything. Obviously the other competitors, they're not happy about this. So yeah, they are trying to kind of like sabotage us and do a lot of things. They're not happy with the whole situation. So what Sid is planning to do here is kind of, I don't know, like according to him, as he says, I'm going to destroy everything and build and renew, like build like anew everything and renew all the stuff and build it up again. That is his plan. So his plan is destroying everything, all the like groups and everything, including Mitsuhoshi. And after he does that, he's going to make another organization or another like thing, and like, and then he plans on telling Alpha and all of them. He says something like, "Oh, I'm sure they'll understand or they'll realize." I don't think so. Like, I feel like if he does that, Alpha and everyone will probably be extremely confused if they realize that Sid is the one who's destroying everything. Like, I wonder how they're going to react to that. Because we all know that they are absolutely loyal to Sid. So if Sid does something like that, obviously Sid's ultimate plan is destroying everything and bring everything back again. But obviously they don't know about it. They'll suddenly see that, oh my god, Sid is destroying everything. They're like, what the hell is going on? Like, how is this going to go? Sid is not going to tell them, as he says that he's like, oh, I'm not going to tell them. After everything is over, I'm sure they'll understand. So yeah, this is a very interesting plan that he has. I'm not sure how this will work. Now, obviously, then come that whole like credit creation section. I need to go back to that part and read that section properly. Since I was reacting and it was going all quickly, I wasn't able to properly understand. I'm going to read it. And then also after that, we get to see the whole Delta situation. And this makes me think that obviously Delta will be heavily involved in this arc. So I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, I'm always interested in seeing what, like, where the girls are from, what is their backstory and everything. Like we know a few of their backstories and stuff, like Beta, like not Beta, we don't even know much about Beta as well. We know a little bit about Alpha, we've seen Beta a little bit, like Epsilon kind of, but we don't really know much about their past and anything. So if that's what is going to happen here, since we see Delta here, if Delta's actually involved in this arc, and we get to know more about her, that'll be interesting, because she was also saying something about, like, like Sid was saying something about, like maybe I should go to your your place, your the place where you guys live, your kingdom. And then Delta was like, oh, maybe you should become our boss or something, that whole thing, conversation. So it's making me think maybe we'll get to dive deeper into like Delta's past. And that's probably what's going to happen, because the person Getan, that I'm guessing is like the main antagonist in this arc, he is one of Delta's people by the looks of it. He also has like years and everything. And I think, what did they call them? Thelianthrope, I think that's what they call them. So yeah, let's see. Okay, so overall a good episode, but there was a section in the middle that I'll need to go back to, and I'm going to read that section. So yeah, let me go back to that part. Okay, so the thing that like in the beginning we get to see, in that section, Sid talking about the other bills, like the Mitsuhoshi and the what's the other just a minute. Okay, so Skell, or is it Poe? I think that's Poe. Poe brings out one of the notes and he says, oh, this is one of the new bills only just put out by major corporate alliance. That's why everything's on sale today. Remember, to commemorate the release of the new bill. So they're literally making like a new currency kind of, like, and they're like, what bills were we using before this? And that was the Mitsuhoshi bill from the Mitsuhoshi Bank. So they say before we could use them at official Mitsubishi storefronts, but now we can use them all over the city. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, obviously, cities like, what the hell? They actually have a bank in their name now. Like, what is going on? He's the one who gave them all the information. So there you go. Not only did they establish their own bank, they managed to issue their own paper currency, this and that. And here Sid is like, you know what? Back when I was a kid, I had a dream. Maybe I could photocopy a note and I'll be very rich. You know what's funny? I feel like somewhere down when I was also a kid, I probably had the same thought as well. That's actually hilarious. I feel like a lot of people probably had the same thought. When we were little kids, and when we saw the notes, I'm pretty sure there was like somewhere in the past when I was extremely small, I probably had a similar thought like Sid, where I thought, why can't we just photocopy money so we'll get infinite money? That's hilarious. Oh my god. Okay, so now looking at this new bill, he's like, since it's rough around the edges and everything, Sid thinks he can counterfeit it. And he leaves with the money. So, okay, now here I'm going to read this whole thing. I need to understand what the whole conversation with Yukime was. There's a lot of things happen here. A few of them I understand, a few of them went over my head. So I'm going to properly read this part. So he goes to Yukime and he brings out the coins and he says, okay, just a minute, let me go back. All right, the train stops and he gets in, and then he says, this single gold coin multiplies into several times what it was. But what we find there is the fleeting illusion we call credit. Okay. Are you perchance talking about paper money? And he says, yeah, these scraps of paper considered by the masses to be no different than currency are more precisely not currency at all. In reality, there are no more than claim checks for coins that have been left in the care of banks. Let's say, for example, you put 10,000 zeni in the bank, okay? In exchange, you're given a banknote for 10,000 zeni. Yeah? which you use to purchase goods and services. But this is where something strange occurs. All right. You have 10,000 zenny in the bank and 10,000 zenny in banknote. True. Oh, I see what he's trying to say. So it's okay. At some point, your zenny has doubled to 20,000. Yeah, because the actual zenny, the coin, is in the bank, while they are giving you money, which also is considered the paper money, which is also considered 10,000. So from 10,000 zenny, you have 20,000 zenny. That's what he's saying. If the 10,000 zenny in the bank remains dormant in its vault, then it's no problem. Yeah, that makes sense. If it's dormant over there, it's no problem. Like only the paper money is being used. So that's like dormant, so that's not a problem. But even if the money had in fact doubled, as long as only the original 10,000 zen circulates through the market, yeah, there's no contradiction. True, that there is dormant, the paper money is being circulated and it's being used. So 10,000 zenny remains 10,000 zenny, But the bank has used the 10,000 zenny deposited there as a collateral to lend out even more money. Okay. The prosperous economy of the capital stemmed from the business developments of Mitsugoshi itself. The prosperous economy of the capital stemmed from the business. Seeing a good opportunity, the merchants wished to borrow some capital, and the bank met the demand by supplying paper money. Okay. No one wants to walk with heavy coins in their wallets. True. Like if you 10,000 and it might be like a good amount of coins. So who's going to carry that instead of like one note? Use of paper money spread like wildfire, further obscuring the currency's true value. Yeah. The 10,000 zenny in the vault multiplied into several times what it was, circulated through the capital, and Mitsugoshi gained exponential profits by reaping the rewards of the interest. I see. Okay. This is the true value of credit creation. It's a fitting expression. Through these means, a scrap of paper not even worth a copper coin is given more value than gold. Leader of Mitsubishi Bank must be an extraordinary con artist. I want to meet him. Yeah, okay. Right. Now, Sid says, but is a piece of paper truly worth the credit people give it? Yeah, and he gives the, the bills to her. Compare the two, do you notice anything? One is Mitsubishi, one is the other one. You mean the presence of watermark in one but not the other? I might add the major corporate alliance bill has a rougher design, rougher printing, rougher edges. Do you know what it means? Obviously, she says that it can be faked easily. Easy to fake. And he's like, yeah, we create fake money. We'll make the fortune in counterfeit bills. Okay. Obviously, that was his plan. We get to know that. So Yukim is like, excuse me, Mr. Smith, you do know what you're trying to say. As you are no doubt aware, the major corporate alliance bills are still only in circulation in the royal capital. If he forged them, the authorities will immediately trace them to the source. Oh my god. Yeah, so it's only a little part. So you cannot fake it and just I don't know, just camouflage yourself into no, it's only a small little part. They can easily track you down. If done in a small scale, I'm sure it will be accomplished without discovery. Yeah, that makes sense. If you're using only one or two nodes, it won't be found out. But if you try to do it more in that small little section, they'll easily track you down. But the amount we could earn would all be hardly more than child's allowances. Yeah, because they'll literally have to earn billions and billions of zenny if they want to do it. But if they do it in that scale, it'll easily be tracked down because it's a small little place. So how do we propose Sid comes and he's looking at her and he's like, and she's like, what? And he's like, is that really what you think? Okay, now I need to understand this part. Like up until now, I kind of understood, like vaguely, but this part I don't understand. Why was she? What was she talking about here? Okay, so she thinks about what Sid told him. This is the true value of credit creation. She looks at the bills again. You can't mean if we did make and circulate a large quantity of counterfeit bills in a short period of time, large amount of counterfeit bill in a short period of time, naturally we would be discovered, and rumors of the bills would reach the ears of the general public almost immediately. Okay. At that point, the citizens would harbor doubts about the contents of their own wallets. True. The credit given to that paper would be lost. Yeah. So it's like, what? The discovery of the counterfeiting was already integrated into the plan. The discovery was the plan. Oh, I see. So, okay, Yukime is trying to. Okay. When people start to doubt the value of paper, they'll make a run to the bank to exchange it for gold. Obviously, they'll try to get their zenny back. If you're one step ahead of the game, we can monopolize the profits. Ah. No, wait. Okay, one part I don't understand. What does she mean by monopolizing the profit? Oh, she's talking about Mitsuhoshi. Oh, I think. Because, yeah, we'll be faking the other one. Mitsuhoshi will still be Mitsuhoshi, that bill. So is that what she's saying? That we can use this opportunity? Obviously, like, Mitsuyoshi's bill will be normal. And it cannot be fake because it has better, like, printing and everything. So the other bills that they made, they'll fake it and, like, all at the same time, in a small period of time. Everyone will realize it's fake. They'll try to go back and revert back the currency to zenny again. And since Mitsuhoshi is still Mitsuhoshi, maybe they'll, like, switch to Mitsuhoshi. Is that what she's saying by monopolizing the profits? Because nobody will get that bill after this from here onwards. Because they'll be afraid. They'll opt to Mitsuhoshi. Is that what she's saying? If we're one step ahead of the game, we can monopolize the profits. However, Sid was really not thinking of all of that. He was purely thinking about copying money. That was his plan. So he was planning on copying, faking money, and so now that he realized that it's not going to go like that, he's devastated. While Yukime is thinking this was all part of Sid's plan, and he gave this plan blueprint to her as a way of testing her to see if she'll be able to understand Sid's true intentions. That is the discovery of the fake money. But obviously that was not what Sid was thinking. But like she just assumes that, oh, this was all part of Sid's plan. Okay. So Sid is just standing there, and Sid is like, is that really what you think? And she's like, she's like sweating. Yes, it is what I think. And he's like, this plan is utterly flawless. And Sid then leaves. Okay. Yeah, I see. Okay, I kind of understand now. So Yukino says, in the end, he was testing my sincerity. If I'd given into the pressure and rattled off some thoughtless babblings, then I... John Smith, the man formerly known as Shadow. Oh my god. So she's like, oh, he knew that was the original plan, and he deliberately told me this so that he can test my sincerity. If I just babbled and just became a yes man to him, he probably would assume that I am not worthy enough. Since I wasn't the yes man and I just didn't say yes to his plan, and I tried to, like, show the flaw, or not the flaw, but the original hidden intention in the plan, he realized I'm worthy enough. While Sid literally didn't. Okay, I see. Alright, I understand that part now. I still don't understand everything because the whole credit creation and all that stuff, like the economic, economics related stuff. I kind of understand, but I don't clearly understand a few of the parts. But I have a basic understanding of that whole section now. So Sid's plan was literally to fake the money, while Yukime thinks that it's not possible to do that. But then Yukime realizes that, oh, wait a minute, maybe that is all like actually part of the plan. That is faking the money so much that people realize that it's fake. So using that opportunity, we can literally monopolize the profit when people will go back and try to change it back to Zenny. We can monopolize the profit for that. Like I said, I'm not really sure how they plan to monopolize the profit. Because like I said, I think like they're probably thinking about using Mitsuhoshi, something like that. Like that part, I'm not really clear about how they plan on doing it or how Yukime thought how they're going to do it. But I think that is the whole plan. Like I understand the whole thing that she was thinking, but I don't know the nitty-gritty details. That's what I'm trying to say. I understand what her plan was, what she realized, but I don't understand the details of it. Like the whole section where she said we can monopolize the profit. How? That's a question mark in my head. I'm not really clear about that. But like I said, what I assume or what I think is that the way they're going to monopolize the profit, they're going to use Mitsuhoshi's bill to probably somehow monopolize the profit some way. Something like that, I'm pretty sure. But overall I understand the whole thing. Sid had a different plan, but he realized that it won't work. Well, Yukime thought that, wait, this plan is flawed, and then she's like, wait a minute, maybe that is the actual plan. The flawed plan is actually the original, the actual plan. Since it's flawed, people will realize, and the discovery of the fake notes is actually part of the plan. And we can monopolize the profit like that. And then she's like, oh, I see what Sid was trying to do. He was literally testing me to see if I was able to pick up on that. If I didn't pick up on that, or even if I picked up on that, but I still said yes as a yes man, I probably wouldn't be worthy enough to be in. But he was testing me like that. And she's like, oh, that's what was going on. While Sid is just devastated that his plan is not going to work. Right. Okay, so I understand that part now. Okay, so now let me go back to the other sections and let me talk about it. First of all, in this episode, we get to see Gartar, his men are here trying to harass Mitsuhoshi, the girls over there. And they're like harassing them and everything, and like when they get the girls, Shadow Garden girls, get all the information from him, who is doing this, what they're doing. It's so funny. They're like literally babbled about everything. They're like, oh, Garter is our boss. Oh, he's doing this, he's doing that. I just told them everything, and in the end, the girls were like, all right, we have all our informations. Let's take care of them. Yeah, and then they take care of the guys over there. Yeah, and Alpha and everyone else just clear them up. Yeah, so that was the beginning. And then we get to Sid, then Skell and Poe. They were talking about Mitsuhashi and all that. So wait. We have donned the latest in fashion from Komkadu Mitsuhoshi. So they were like literally like putting on logo, the Mitsubishi logo on them to fake them as a designer clothes, because Mitsubishi is literally like a designer brand over here. So anything with the logo will be like, yeah. So something like that they were trying to do here. And they kind of peel out and they're like, oh my god, without these logos, these are cheap knockoffs. While Sid has the genuine article because Alpha is the one who gave it to him. And then Sid is talking about how all the girls are kind of going crazy with, with the business and everything. And he's like, yeah, like they're using the knowledge from my past life, but the original businessmen in this world, they'll be mad with this. So it might be a problem. And then Sid is like, oh, but I have a plan. I have a different plan. I'll be the super secret agent. Puts on a mask and he's like, I'm John Smith. Oh my god. And then he goes to Yukime's like, Shadow, and he's like, stop. I left that past. I'm John Smith from today onwards. And Yukime's like, okay, John Smith. Oh my god. Alright, so now we get to see Yukime's plan. So she says that our plans remain unchanged, while Mitsuhoshi and the major corporate alliance work to destroy each other. We take everything. We will need you to take action for us, Miss Smith, but do be careful. Behind the major corporate alliance, you will find him. So there you go. Here we get to know about Gettan, the underworld swordsman that took control of MCA before anyone. Yeah, he's a dangerous girl who will stop at nothing to get what he wants. And she shows him the mark, the scar. And she's like, but leave him to me. Get him and bring him to me. I'll take care of him. And in the end, Yukime is like, I wonder who will be standing in the end. And he's like, Sid is like, I will destroy it all and build it up again. That's literally what he's planning. So after that, we get to see there's an autumn sale. This new the organization that they're actually giving like how much, like 15 or 60% off or something. Yeah, and not only Garter is doing this, all the other like the shops are also doing the same thing. So everyone's, because of the sale, everyone's like doing it, which obviously this is like a business move. Like Mitsuyoshi is doing it normally. So since they're introducing their new bills, they're like, oh, we're introducing this new bills. Use these bills in our shops from here onwards. We'll give you 50 to 60% off. Obviously, people will opt for the new bills now, because if they're using that, they'll be using it. They'll get discount. So they're like, this is how they're planning on circulating the bills. Obviously, while Mitsuhoshi, people will not be going to Mitsuhoshi because we're getting a discount over here. So that's what's happening. And here we get to see Sid's plan properly. I will destroy it all, then build it up again. They will crush Mitsugoshi. I will crush them. I will use the massive amounts of capital that remain to move to a brand new market and stand up a new corporation. I'll invite Alpha and the girls to come on as an upper management, and I'll change the name, and Mitsuhoshi will be reborn. Once it's all over, they'll understand. So he literally doesn't plan on saying anything to them. That's where I'm like, oh my god, what's going to happen? Like, once it's all over, they'll understand. They'll know this was the best choice, hopefully. Okay. Right, so here we get to see, like, Skell was like buying these things. That's out of 5,000 zen. Wait, what happened here? Wait a minute. $5,000 zen. You break it, you buy it. Wait, so they're charging more for? I think so. That's why Po was like, oh, that's why Mitsuyoshi is better. Right. Anyways, now there we get. After that, we get to hear the whole count the money thing. Like the whole bills, where Sid is like, oh, what is this? This is a new bill, and then they talk about the Mitsuyoshi bill and the other bill. And Sid here realizes, I talked about that section, like in details. I read that whole section. So here Sid comes up with the idea that, oh, since it's rough around the edges, I can literally photocopy this. And he's like, yeah. And he goes and quickly, like a little kid who has like a little kid who has finally found out like a secret that nobody knew, with that kind of attitude, he's very excited. He goes to Yukime to tell her about his master plan, and he's like, oh, we can do this, we can fake the money and do this. And Yukime is like, but you do understand that they'll easily be able to track you, because it's a small little place. So he's like, what? And then Yukime is like, wait a minute, chotto mate. Is this part of the plan? Maybe he plans on maybe he plans on actually faking the money so that everyone understands it's fake, and that is the discovery is part of his plan. So if the discovery is part of his plan, then he plans on doing it because everyone will then go back to the bank and get it back, like get the zenny back, and we can monopolize the profit over there. This is how we'll destroy them. And Yukime is like, oh, it's probably that is the plan. And she's like, yeah, I'm 100% sure, this plan will be flawless. Like making the discovery apparent will make it better. But Sid is like, oh, so the original plan won't work, the discovery will obviously happen. While Yukime is like, oh, so he was testing me if I'm just a yes man or something, and I that was a test, and I passed the test, yes. And he's like, as expected of Sid, as expected of Shadow. Well, Shadow's just heartbroken, he just leaves because his plan won't work. Anyways, after that you see like Delta suddenly pops out of nowhere, and Delta just grabs onto Sid, and Delta's like, oh, let's go hunting. And Sid is like, come on, I have a job to do. And he's like what are you doing here? Like, didn't Alpha call you over here? And we all know that Delta's extremely afraid of Alpha. So as soon as she remembers that Alpha was actually the one who called her, she remembers, she's like, oh no, Alpha's going to be mad. But then she tries to go, but then she stops and she's like, but what about hunting? I want to bandit hunt. And Sid is like, looking at Delta reminds me of John, the pet I had in my past life. So I'm a little bit soft on her. So he's like, all right, fine, let's go bandit hunting. And while we get to see, Gertan is has not hired, but has dispatched the Clovers, I think that's what they're called, to take care of the situation. But the one person who was supposed to be the one who would according to Gertan, who would take care of the situation, one of the Clovers, this guy, what's his name? Delta's brother. He is easily defeated. Delta and Sid comes down, kills everyone, and just Sid is taking the money, and the guy is like, oh, Sarah, it's you, isn't you? It's me, your brother. So her actual name is Sarah, okay. And he's like, my name is Zabra, and Delta's like, oh yeah, it is you. You do smell like my dad. You know what's funny? I was thinking why, if that's her brother, why doesn't she recognize him? She's like, oh, you smell like my dad, so yeah, you must be my brother. I'm like, you don't recognize your brother? And then I realized later on when they explained that since they have thousands of children, obviously it's impossible to know each and every brother. So yeah. So we get a little bit of information about Sarah or Delta's past here, where Zabra's like, how are you even alive? I heard you got possessed and dad hunted you. So that's what happened. Obviously then Sid saved her. And Delta's like, I'm best at hide and seek. And Zabra's like, oh, please leave me, I'm working for the great Gertan. You know him, right? The legendary, and he doesn't complete his sentence. Delta just kills him. So Sid is like, are you fine with that? It's your brother, isn't it? And she's like, it's fine. My dad has a lot of children, thousands of children. Anyone who's weak deserves to die. And this is the whole pack mentality in in animals. Obviously, anyone who becomes a liability to the pack, especially in wolf packs and everything, as they are actually abandoned. So that they don't bring down the the survivability of the pack, and then they don't become a liability to the whole thing. They're obviously unlike humans, they're very logical about this whole thing. They're not since humans have empathy and stuff, they yeah. But especially in wolf packs and everything, I've heard, that's what I have heard, that they do stuff like this, where if someone becomes a liability, they just abandon them, something like that. So yeah, so this is similar mentality here. She's like, oh, he's weak, he won't be able to survive, I just killed him. There's thousands of other children we have, my dad has. And Sid is like, yeah, there's some thelianthrope, I think that's what he calls therianthrope. Yeah, you do find occasional intelligent therianthrope like Yukime, but most of them are like that. who, like, who's like, oh, you're strong, so you deserve to live. You're weak, you deserve to die. That kind of thing. And then Delta comes up with a master plan. She's like, oh, boss, you come with us. Like, you can become our boss, and then, like, you can give birth to thousands of children. And Sid is like, no, I don't want that. And she's like, oh, don't worry, I'll bring hundreds of, like, women for you. And he's like, nope, no, and I can't be, I don't want that. Anyways, and then we get to see Getan again. Like, Getan is like, oh, Zabra has been defeated. And yeah, and this guy, what's his name? I forgot his name. The other guy. He's like, oh, I think you should probably back down a little bit. And he's like, who are you talking to? It is me. Like, you're talking back to me. It was me who made you this, like, profitable with so much amount of money. Surely you have not forgotten I'm the one who put you in the position. And he gets up and he's like, oh, like, Zabra was the weakest of the Clovers. We still have a lot of them strong enough. Strengthen our offense against Mitsuyoshi and take their trade secrets. And you can see this guy has like a scar in his eyes. Like I said, I'm sure he's also a Thelianthrope, I think. Like, that's what it looks like. So yeah, I'm guessing he is somehow related to Delta and his pack and her pack. We'll see. But that was funny. Like, he was talking about how Zabra was the weakest. There are a lot more stronger people, like, stronger, like, stronger, like, stronger people, yeah, like Zabra, who can take care of them. And I'm like, yeah, in front of Sid, I don't think it matters how strong you are. This is going to be like a similar thing where Sid is just going to wipe everyone, like, just, like, kick everyone's ass by the end of it. And yeah, so what's even the point? Like, these guys are like, yeah, we are strong, we can take care of this. And then Sid comes in and bam, slaps them in their face once or twice, and they're all, like, dead. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Yeah, like, that was an interesting episode. So that is it. That's my reaction to episode 4 of season 2 of Eminence in Shadow. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, I'll check them out. And yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Eminence in Shadow. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.